Next example, main. Almost we done it. Main. Almost we done it. Main. I is equal to maybe 10. I is equal to 10. While I less than or equal to n. I is equal to I plus 7. I is equal to I into 10. I is equal to I power 9. Yeah. Can you guess what will be the time complexity of this program? Can you guess what will be the time complexity of this program? Yeah, good evening. Can you guess what will be the time complexity of this program? Try, what is the answer? What will be the time complexity of this program? Saroj is asking, good evening sir, how are you? I am fine Saroj, I hope you too. I am fine, I hope you too. So what is the answer for this? Crick saying hello sir. Hello Crick. Hello. Crick saying hello sir. Hello Crick. Yeah. So now see this. Everyone listen. Everyone listen. Everyone listen one time. See this one. I is equal to, assume that I is equal to assume that something like 10. I is equal to, assume that 10. If I is equal to 10, listen, I is equal to 10, I is equal to 10, I is equal to I plus 5. So it became 15. I is equal to I plus 5, it became 15. Next one, I is equal to I is equal to I into I into 10. 15 into 10, it became 150. Next one, I is equal to I power 3. Suppose in some number I is equal to I power 3. If I is equal to I power 3, 150, 150, 150. So 15 15s. How much I don't know. 15 15s. 75. 15 5 75, 150, 225. 225 into 15. So can you multiply one time? How much it is? 15 cube, 150 cube, 150 cube, how much it is? Calculate properly. Just use calculator. Use calculator one time. So I am also using calculator. You also can use it. (150 into 150 into 150, some big number. So I think it's around 33 lakh. It is around 33 lakh. 33 lakh. It is around 33 lakh 75,000, right? 33 lakh 75,000. It is around 33 lakh 75,000. So can you help me now? I is equal to 10. If I do all people combinedly, I got approximately 33 lakh 75,000. Right? If I do only I plus 5, it will give only 15. If I give only I into 10, it will give, right, 10 into 10, 100. If I give only I is equal to I cube, it is going to be 10, 10, 100, 100 into 10, 1000. Right? So what I want to say directly is, everyone listen. What I want to say directly, everyone listen. Actually in this problem, I have to do all three people. If I do all three people, this problem become more complex. So the solution for this one is, for a bigger I value, listen. The solution for this one is, for a bigger I value, I plus 5, I into 10, I power 3, right? For a bigger I value, these three people almost close to I cube only. For bigger I value, these three people almost equal to, almost close to. Smaller maybe some differences are there. For larger I value, these three people almost equal to I cube only. For larger I value, these three people is almost equal to I cube only. So time complexity of this problem is, actually I have to take all three. If you take all three also, you will get the same answer. Answer is log of log n. Many people given log of log n. Can you say what about inner base? Inner base if you see 10, outer base if you see 9. Because right, this is the initial person. Initial person will come first, right? So power person will come late. Is it fine now? When you see the bigger I value, almost similar. So remember, it is not mathematically similar, it is asymptotically similar. Means by neglecting constant, both are same. Are you okay? Larger I value, both are same. So the answer of this problem is log n. The answer of this problem is log n. Yeah, so let's move to the next problem. So this is the only problem which is pending in yesterday's class. This is the only problem pending. So I think I done it. So the time complexity of this program is this only. Remember, if all are there, whoever will affect more, that person you take. Whoever will affect more, this person will affect more. Take him, right? Take him, that person. If many people are there, whoever will affect more, take that person. Yeah, that's what I am saying, right? Larger I value, it is close to, right? It's not exactly equal also. Close to I cube. I cube will dominate. For larger I value, I cube will dominate. Actually, you have to take all three. If you take all three and if you start calculating, it will become very complex. right? It will become very complex, but even though complex, if you calculate, it is close to I cube only. It is a close to I cube only. Yeah, final answer is same. Small difference, constant factor will differ, otherwise it is same. Next example. So I think all basics I done. If you are okay with the basics, I am giving one problem. Please try to give what is the answer of this problem. I am giving one tough problem. Please try everyone what is the answer of this. Please try everyone what is the answer of this. Mean. Please try everyone what is the answer of this. Mean. For I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus for j is equal to 1, j less than or equal to n, j is equal to 2 into j, p plus plus for k is equal to 1, k less than or equal to n. This is the tough problem, everyone try. This is the tough problem, everyone try. Everyone try, it is the tough problem. Until now all basics I done. This is the tough problem, everyone try. K is equal to 2 into k, q plus plus, end of the for loop, return q, so initially p is equal to 0, q is equal to 0. Initially p is equal to 0, q is equal to 0, and one more thing is p is equal to 0 again. Yeah, this is the given problem. Try to give answer. What is the time complexity of this problem? Yeah, try this. Yeah, so what is the answer of this problem? Please try. What is the answer of this problem? So I want answer from you. What is the time complexity of this program? And one more, what will be the q value? What is the time complexity? What is the q value? Both the things required. Time complexity calculate, q value also calculate. Time complexity calculate, q value also calculate. Time complexity also calculate, q value also calculate. Time complexity also calculate, q value also calculate. Try this. It's the first problem. It's the first problem, tough problem you are trying. It's the first problem, tough problem you are trying. It is the first problem, tough problem you are trying. Try this. Yeah, what is the answer? Check what is the answer. Yeah, let me give answer. Listen, let me give answer. Outer loop, see this one. Outer loop always plus 1. So n time. Outer loop always n time. Always plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1 n time. Inner loop, if you observe, see this one. Inner loop, inside 2 loops are there. But one thing, see, they are not inner loops. These two are nested loops. They are separate. If no bracket is there, one statement only belongs to here. If no bracket, one statement only belongs to here. So remember, this loop is going every time into 2. So log n. This loop, everyone listen, this loop, every time into 2, listen, this loop every time into 2. It is log n. It is a log n wrong. Log p. It is a log p. Because it is a p. Because it is p. So outer loop is n time. Inside 2 loops are there. First loop is log n. Second loop is log p. First loop, right? Outer loop is n time. Inner 2 loops are there. First loop is log n. Second loop is log p. If anyone say second loop is log n, it is not log n, log p. It is not log n, log p. It is not log n, log p. Can you help me now? What is the p value? P value initially 0. P value initially 0. Every time, see this one, j is equal to 2 into j. This is going on log n time. So p value becomes log n. P value become log n. So finally, this is going to be log p, where p is log n, log of log n. So what I want to say is, outer loop is n time, inside 2 loops, one loop is log n, one more is log n. One loop is log n inside, one more loop is log n. So log n and log n bigger. So outside is n, inside bigger is log n. So time complexity of this program is log n log n. Time complexity is n log n. Time complexity is n log n. So time complexity is n log n. So time complexity is n log n. So inner loop, first one is log n time. So every time p will increment by 1. Every time p will increment by 1. Inner loop, every time p will increment by 1. So p will become log n. At the end of the inner loop, first one, p value becomes log n. So second loop is going on log p, where p becomes log n, log n. So outside is n, inside 2 loops, bigger one is log n, log n and log n bigger. So answer is n log n. Time complexity of this program is n log n. Time complexity of this program is n log n. Are you okay with this? Time complexity of this program is n log n. Right? Now see the q value. Now see the q value. Everyone listen, q value. So initially p value, q value, initially p value, q value both are 0. Initially p value, q value both are same. Initially p value, q value both are equal to 1. P value 0. At the end of the j loop, p value becomes log n. At the end of the k value, q value becomes log n, because q, right, k loop is repeating log n time. K loop is repeating log n time. Every time q will increment by 1. So first time q value becomes log n. First time q value becomes log n. Now if you see the second time, right, next one, I value 1, this is the story. I value 2, listen, I value 2, again p is equal to 0, right? I think definitely k loop is going log n time, again 2 log n. I is equal to 3, it became 3 log n. One more log n added. I is equal to 4, it became one more log n. I is equal to 5, it became one more log n. So if at all I is equal to n, it became one more log n. So, right, q value is, you will ask whatever you want. See, 3 loops. First identify 3 loops. First identify 3 loops. Right? What every time, every loop is executing how many times? First loop is always plus 1. First loop is always plus 1 n time. Second loop is always into 2 log n. Third loop is always into 2 log p. This is the only mistake what people can do. Third loop is log p. Third loop is log p. Third loop is log p. What is the p? P already, because the p executed log n times, so p value log n. So log n. Third loop is log n. So because of these are not inner loops, take larger. Because of these two are not inner loops, take larger. It is log n time. It is a log n time. Bigger one is, right, log n. So n into log n. N log n. Time complexity n log n. Time complexity n log n. Next one. What about q value? First time q value. Whenever I is equal to 1, q value will execute, right? So q value became log n. Whenever I is equal to 2, again q value becomes one more log n. Q is not assigning again and again, but p assigning again and again. Q not assigning again and again. Q is assigning one time only, but p assigning again and again. So first time q value n log n. Second time q value one more log n. Third time q value one more log n. If you do 5 times log n. If you do 10 times log n. If you do n times log n. Q value is n times log n. Q value is n times log n. Are you okay? So remember, time complexity different. If they ask you q value, please go for q value. If they ask you time complexity, please go for time complexity. If they ask you space complexity, go for space complexity. Whatever they will ask, please go through it. Don't give blindly time complexity. Don't give blindly p value. Don't give blindly q value. Whatever they will ask, please give. Whatever they will ask, please give. If you okay, I can move to the next problem. If you okay, please say okay. Those people who are watching, if you okay, please say okay. Then I will go to the next problem. Everyone have to say okay. If anyone not okay, please let me know, I will repeat. If anyone say not okay, please let me know, I will repeat. If you say not okay, please let me know, I will repeat. Yeah, fine, let's move to next. See, some difficulty will come, you have to handle, right? I cannot give all small problems lifelong I cannot give small problem.